Trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?
I'm thinking it's all over when I go out. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't with the big bro. I got to maintain, cause it like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Undercover, now it's time for the blubber. Blabber, to watch that belly get fat. A fat boy on a diet. Don't try it. Attack yo like a looter in a riot. Fat like a sumo. Leaving your face in the grass. You know, I don't take a dulo lightly. Punk just jealous cause you can't outright me. Or kick that style. Wicked, wow. Happy face, never seen me smile. Rip that mainframe, my legs sprain. Like me is going insane. Like Louis Armstrong, play the trumpet off that and break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down. Head underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad and I'm out in the night too scared. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. the night. All the people that you see in the night, and all the dreams up into the light. The wind of pieces are standing beside. We are not going home. Can you see the Joker flying over? As she's standing in the field of clover, watching her every day. What would happen if we took her I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all about the Joker and the thief in the night. You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. people's heads a roll.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me far from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Boom, da, dum, dum, da, ima, da, boom, da, dum, dum, da, ima, da, boom, da, dum, dum, da, ima, da, boom, da, dum, dum, da, ima.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers.
Set to kick off.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Mitchell is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Now they'll empty out the backfield. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Milton. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There on the tackle. A loss of a yard.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's Milton now to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Raiders 10, Chargers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they can't bring him down. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they'll go empty backfield. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Richardson going on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. threw that up. I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Milton. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 31-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Here's Milton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw, it's Milton. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chargers 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On the jump. Come on, Warrior 70. 18 Cardinal, 18, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Mustang 19. Ready?
Richardson. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurt. 70 Timberwolf.
Thornton, the motion man right.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
First down, here's Mitchell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Milton. Completes this one to Thornton. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Saving for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Chargers 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Shifts past him, and he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramirez. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd and 2.
70. Let's go.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Now Richardson back to throw it. High up there to grab it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 60, Bronco 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Here's Richardson to throw. Right side to Watson. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Richardson. This will be caught at about the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay,
A
ready?
pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, third and goal.
Get up. Trap 50. Trap 60. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Christian Watson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 25, here's second down and 8.
19 Charger. 19 Charger.
To throw is Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fielded at about the 28. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton. They run over center with Mitchell. And some room to roll now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 69 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Milton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Milton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Michael Dixon.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes out a gain of 8. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Ready, go!
Richardson looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. COVID-19. Ready.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Cougar 19. Check out.
Now back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now Milton. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before break. Milton.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Milton. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
36-yard line.
Get your money up. And the money down. On all of us.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. Jahmyr Gibbs, 59 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8.
32. Raiders 24. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
70 Lions.
To throw, it's Milton. A short throw to Musgrave. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the Chargers' 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Garland. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A give here to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 11-yard line.
Throwing is Milton. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st down, Las Vegas.
And now they'll shift things around. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Get it. Rig alert. Rig Cougar 19. 70 Lions.
Now they send a man in motion right. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Hot 70.
2nd and 6.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Milton
Will try and do this himself.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know a Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. He'll go down to a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd down and 6.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go. Here we go. Rocco, ready.
He'll drop to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. At the Raiders.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
19 tight. Get it. 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there.
beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They run. It's Mitchell. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now he's going to step up and run. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Off play action. Milton. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. There's Robinson showing the flash. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that
not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. A short throw to Musgrave. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18, here we go.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 46, Raiders 27. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Milton. A short throw to Musgrave. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
The Raiders on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Here's Milton now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go with the keeper. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Hey, check that.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. 190 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
60 Bison.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Again, right side for Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
There's no doubt, Glenn, that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now Milton. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Raider first down.
Here's Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6. 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And out of bounds right around the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Throwing is Milton. Thomas brings it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Thomas, 29 yards. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The quarterback stayed in the pocket. He got licked for it, but it paid off. Touchdown.
Talk about a true strength throw. People wrapped around him, taking a hit, and still has the ability to get it downfield for a touchdown pass. Phenomenal.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's powerful right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first. After the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Milton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. Pass complete, Thomas. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. Super way.